Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is officially invalidating the formation of this warning signal, at least on this chart right here, while we're currently seeing a push higher in the short term to wipe out this liquidity exactly as predicted before the move actually happened. So while this is playing out, we're technically still seeing, obviously, this warning signal flashing in the US stock market. Despite creating a new higher high in the price, we're still forming lower highs in the RSI, while in the immediate short term, flashing a new warning signal for Bitcoin on a smaller time frame, which I'll talk about in just a moment, alongside Ethereum, still struggling at this massive resistance here, while the price of Solana is now starting to break out above a key level of resistance, at least in the short term. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before taking a look at the Bitcoin and crypto charts today, taking a quick look at the US stock market today. This is the S&P 500 index on the 4-hour time frame, and over this last one trading day, obviously we've pushed a little higher in the short term again in the US stock market. But while the US stock market is still trying to push a little higher in the short term, obviously we're still currently forming lower highs, at least for now, in the 4-hour RSI for the S&P 500 index, which is still a sign that we're starting to lose bullish momentum. So remember, I'm not saying that we're ending the bullish trend. I want to make that clear. This is not a reversal signal. We're still trending in the bullish direction. We're just simply slowing down, losing some of that bullish momentum. And if this actually starts confirming with a stronger rejection like this, obviously we started seeing some early confirmation just yesterday. If that ultimately continues, forming lower highs here in the coming days here, and especially if we start to see a couple more red candle closes confirming in the price, kind of like what we started to see yesterday, then of course that will further confirm a bearish divergence here, which is basically once again a signal telling us that we're just slowing down bullish momentum, and we're likely going to see either some sort of sideways consolidation or most likely a bit of a pullback of some sort. Not necessarily a huge crash, not necessarily a trend reversal, just kind of slowing down, most likely having a bit of a short-term break from all of that previous extreme bullish price action. But even though, yes, we could be due to see little cool-offs and pullbacks and setbacks along the way, obviously it's not going to be a straight line, but even though that's the case here and there, obviously due to the fact that the trend is still clearly bullish, and due to the fact that obviously the US stock market did have another slight little bullish move over the last one day, still holding at around all-time record highs, of course this is bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, especially in terms of the trend. Remember, in the imminent short-term moves, we could see short-term bullish moves, short-term bearish moves, but the overall trend, once again, for over a month now, has clearly been bullish, and that is still the case moving forward. So keep that in mind in this video, obviously, for Bitcoin and crypto. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today on the weekly time frame, not much has changed here. Super trend indicator still sitting in the red, and obviously in order to actually flip this indicator back into the green, we need to see a breakout above this level right here, which is sitting at around $92,000 per Bitcoin. So keep in mind, to confirm a reversal signal on the weekly time frame, it takes quite some time, because we're talking about longer term moves here, not a short term signal. These are very long term trends that last over long periods of time. Obviously, we've been in this larger bearish trend since around October last year. So for well over half a year, almost coming up potentially soon to 1 year. Obviously in a few months from now, we're going to be entering into the second half of the year already. But if we start breaking out above these significant levels right here, once again, that will trigger a trend reversal signal, at least in this indicator on this time frame. But obviously right now in the shorter term, we're still perfectly playing out this oversold signal exactly as predicted 2 months ago now. Obviously I called this out here on the channel months ago now, in fact back in February, talking about this massive oversold signal, comparing it to what we saw last time we saw an oversold signal in the weekly Bitcoin RSI, which usually results in some sort of decent bullish movement or a relief from all of the bearish price action, most likely for weeks or months. The last time this happened well over a month worth of a bullish relief here, and obviously this is still moving forward right now on the weekly time frame. And if we're taking a look at the 3-day Bitcoin price chart, obviously more recently than a couple of months ago, just a couple of weeks ago, we once again confirmed this breakout here above around 76,000. So like I've been saying every day since about 2 weeks ago now, when we broke out above 76,000, technically speaking, this shorter term price structure is clearly bullish. So keep that in mind. Despite seeing the occasional short term pullback and setback along the way, the current trend that we are in, the price structure, is bullish. I want to make that clear. Same thing I've been saying every day for weeks now. And the next massive resistance is still sitting at around $86,000 per Bitcoin. And if we're taking a quick look at the daily Bitcoin price chart, obviously over the last couple of days, I've been pointing out this possible bearish divergence forming, which never confirmed. I want to make that clear, which I already made clear over the last multiple days. We needed to see a stronger rejection here in the RSI like this to actually confirm this lower high in place. I said, obviously, if we just keep pushing higher in the RSI and create a higher high in the RSI, that means there's no divergence at all. And that's exactly what's ended up happening over the last one day. Obviously, we pushed a little higher and we've now seen a breakout in the RSI above these previous highs, which means there's no bearish divergence forming at all, at least on the daily time frame. But if we're zooming into a slightly smaller time frame, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart, we still have a possible bearish divergence forming right here. As we can see, we have clear higher highs already confirmed in the price, and we are starting to now potentially confirm a lower high in place in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI. Technically speaking, we've seen one confirmation signal so far to actually start confirming this new lower high in place in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, which once again is technically a bearish divergence. Now, of course, if we see a breakout in the price, we'd have to reconfirm the bearish divergence with a new higher high in the price and potentially a new lower high in the RSI. So watch out for that potentially very, very soon here. But if this further confirms and we ultimately continue a bit more of a pullback like this, cementing this lower high in place in the RSI on the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart, in that situation, obviously, like I've been saying for the US stock market, this is a sign that we're simply slowing down and starting to lose a bit of that bullish momentum that especially we've been seeing over the last couple of days. Obviously, in terms of what we've been seeing for over a month now, clearly the trend is bullish. Once again, trend bullish. I want to make that clear, but short-term movements can of course be bearish, bullish. Obviously, it's not going to be a straight line along the way towards the upside. We're going to see little setbacks and things like that along the way. So obviously, this is a potential warning signal to watch out for. I'm just letting you know in advance. Yes, we could see a little cool-offs along the way, but don't be fooled. These are not necessarily trend reversal signals, as we've seen the last couple of times. Obviously, these did not reverse the bullish trend into a new bearish trend. They just resulted in a bit of a short-term setback during the bullish trend. And of course, another key signal and indicator that I've been watching, especially recently here on the channel, is of course the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, around a week ago, when the price was all the way back down here at around 76,000, I made the prediction that it's extremely likely that soon the price will come back up towards 79.5k to 80,000 to hit this massive area of liquidity here, which obviously perfectly played out. And then in my last video, I said it's extremely likely that within the next day or so, very, very soon, maybe within the next couple of days, but very soon, it's likely the price will break out above 81,000 is exactly what I said in my last video. And obviously, since I said that, that's exactly what has now played out as predicted. And that's simply due to the fact that we had a massive liquidity once again building above the price at roughly 81,000. And so especially recently, it's been very obvious that the price is simply just taking out these areas of liquidity. And at least so far, we've been continuing to form more and more liquidity above the price, which means there's a lot of people eager to early jump into short positions early, which is why I've been saying here on the channel, ideally, I'd like to see, for example, some other signals to actually start confirming some sort of short position opportunity. For example, potentially running into resistance is what I said in my last video as a possible signal for some sort of short position. Basically, I'd like to see the bullish momentum actually start slowing down. So a bearish divergence actually starting to properly confirm and play out. So kind of like what we saw just here, for example, when we have a decent amount of confirmation that this bearish divergence is fully confirmed in place, that's a strong signal telling us that we're fully losing bullish momentum, at least in the short term. We're due to see a bit of a setback. But right now, we don't really have all of that confirmation that we ideally need to see to be confident that we're going to have some sort of major setback, at least right now. And so overall, especially in terms of the trend we're in, I'm still clearly more bullish than bearish. I'm just making you aware of the fact that obviously it's not going to be a straight line. So if we see some sort of setback very soon, just don't be surprised if we see something most likely within the next week. It's very likely we'll see another slight little setback in the short term, but not necessarily the end of this bullish trend. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map again, we don't really have any significant significant levels building right now. Potentially over the next one day, we might start to form a new area of liquidity, but right now we don't really have massive levels of liquidity, at least in the short term. We do have a smaller amount building in between roughly 81.7k to 82,000, which means it's likely, not as likely as these previous targets because these were significant levels of liquidity, but it's still somewhat likely that soon the price could hit closer towards 82,000 to wipe out this smaller area of liquidity. But once again, that's not as significant as this level that was sitting at around 81,000, and especially that previous level at closer towards 80,000, which has now already been wiped out. And so overall, my expectation is for the price to basically remain in the bullish trend with the occasional setback along the way, and most likely within the next couple of days, almost certainly within the next week, at some stage in that time frame, we'll likely see another slight little setback during the bullish trend, but very likely remaining in the bullish trend. That is my exact prediction and expectations and the key levels and price targets to watch out for moving forward for the price of Bitcoin. And if we're taking a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart on the daily time frame, right now, obviously, we're continuing the breakout towards the upside in the Bitcoin dominance, which obviously is good news for Bitcoin, but not necessarily that good news for the altcoin market. Obviously, if the Bitcoin dominance is bullish, it means Bitcoin is gaining market share compared to the rest of the crypto market. In other words, the altcoins, at least on average, are underperforming Bitcoin. They are losing market share to Bitcoin, which obviously means that some altcoins can still outperform Bitcoin, but those are outliers. On average, a lot of the altcoins are underperforming Bitcoin, doing a bit worse than whatever Bitcoin is doing, which is not necessarily bearish for the altcoins in terms of their prices. For example, if Bitcoin plays out a bullish move, a lot of altcoins can still play out some sort of bullish price action, just not necessarily as much bullish price action as what Bitcoin is playing out, is basically what this means. And especially as we continue this breakout, once again, that's not really good news for the altcoin market, so keep that in mind. And if we're taking a look at Ethereum on the 3-day time frame, obviously right now the price of ETH is still running into this significant resistance, especially around 2.4k as the top side of this area of resistance. Once again, 2.4k acting as strong resistance for the price of ETH. But if we break out above 2.4k in that situation, the next massive target or point of resistance to watch out for is closer towards around 2.8k. And if we're taking a look at the shorter term, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we do have a clear level of resistance here, which once again is that 2.4k level, the same level that I've been talking about not just for days or weeks, but for months now on the channel, talking about this exact 2.4k level still perfectly acting as resistance here. But we can clearly see in terms of the immediate short-term trend here, we're seeing a lot of buyers obviously pushing up the price, at least slowly here in the shorter term. We're seeing very consistent higher lows in the price. Meanwhile, more recently, somewhat horizontal highs. So obviously in terms of the price structure in the imminent short term, this is currently more bullish than bearish. Obviously not a straight line towards the upside, but technically trending in the bullish direction, similar to obviously Bitcoin right now, but also lagging behind Bitcoin. Like I said, for the Bitcoin dominance here, as this is bullish, it means altcoins, yes, might still play out some bullish price action, but are ultimately doing a bit worse than what Bitcoin is doing. So while Bitcoin is in clear higher highs above these previous range highs here, obviously Ethereum, yes, is playing out this shorter term bullish movement, but not yet above even this previous high. And so basically expect similar price action for Ethereum moving forward as exactly what I said for Bitcoin moving forward, just slightly worse than whatever Bitcoin does is basically what I'm saying for Ethereum and a lot of altcoins right now. And if we're taking a look at XRP on the weekly time frame, we've not yet fully confirmed the end of this larger bearish trend, but still holding this massive support here at around $1.30. And if we're taking a look at the short-term moves, once again, it's the same story here, clearly lagging behind Bitcoin. We've not yet broken out above this local high here, unlike Bitcoin, which has broken out above these previous highs. But once again, if Bitcoin plays out some sort of bullish move, it's likely we'll see at least something similar, maybe a bit worse, but something similar for XRP and a lot of these altcoins, which is exactly what's happening right now. And as for resistance to watch out for, support and resistance, first of all, we do have some support here at around $1.39 to just under $1.40, but really the next important resistance is just above $1.41, really closer towards around $1.42 as a major point of resistance to watch out for in the short term. And above $1.42, we have another major point of resistance resistance closer towards around $1.45. And if we're taking a look at the price of Solana on the 3-day time frame, obviously, once again, we've not yet fully confirmed the end of this larger bearish trend. We're still obviously in the shorter term holding in this massive range between support and resistance. So we still have strong support in between $75 to $80 and strong resistance in between $95 to $105. And if we're taking a look at the shorter term moves here on the 4-hour Solana price chart, what has just happened over the last one day, in fact, a matter of hours ago, we've now started to confirm the breakout above this short-term area of resistance here, which was sitting in between around $85 to $86. And as of recording this video, we're now already starting to confirm multiple 4-hour candle closes above $86, which is technically starting to confirm the breakout above this resistance, as I just said. So obviously in the short term, this is a bullish signal for the price, and the next massive resistance to watch out for is sitting closer towards around 88.50. And as for support, I'd now expect this previous resistance to once again flip into new support, once again in between around $85 to $86, likely now acting as support. And if we're taking a look at the price of Chainlink on the 3-day time frame, quite surprisingly, actually, Chainlink is seeing a decent bullish move in the short term, testing well into this area of resistance, which is still sitting in between $9.50 to $10. But obviously at the current rate that it's moving right now, if this continues over the following hours or days here, it's likely that soon we could attempt to break out above $10. And that $10 level is an absolutely critical level. It is a crucial level for the price of Chainlink. In fact, for years now, that $10 level has been a very important level on the price chart for the price of Chainlink. All the way back in 2024, it was a very significant level of support. Also around April 2025, significant support at pretty much exactly $10, and then more recently, significant resistance. And so I'll definitely be keeping a close eye on the price of Chainlink here in the short term, and especially that $10 level, because if the price of Chainlink actually starts confirming candle closes on these larger timeframes above $10, and especially if we actually hold above $10 after a breakout, in that situation, we could likely see a major bullish move. I'm talking about potentially a 20% move at least towards the upside. For example, we could likely hit around $12 as the next massive resistance, massive price target, which obviously would be roughly a 20% move towards the upside, and that's with no leverage. So potentially a major opportunity here on the table, not financial advice, and obviously not currently confirmed. I want to make that very clear, not currently confirmed. We're just possibly getting closer towards a breakout. So something to watch out for in case that potentially confirms in the coming days here. And of course, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto, get set up ready to go on a crypto exchange using the links below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. If you want to take advantage of extra bonuses and fee discounts and things like that are available using those links to those exchanges. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check it out. Once again, links below this video to those exchanges. And remember, if you want to actually know how you can trade these moves, no matter what direction the price goes, to profit at all times in the market, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.